how cultural dimensions apply to practice. Specifically today we're going to talk about how cultural dimensions apply to managing a team. Say you have your team members spread out between several countries or even continents. What would be the things to consider when planning events, when holding conference calls, when arranging for joint get-togethers, or simply when planning and executing daily tasks? For instance, in a multicultural team, the first thing you'd need to consider: what is more important for them? Rules or relationships? Can your team members effectively cooperate without being friends? Or do your team members need to first develop informal relationships to work together effectively? Or, for instance, how important is life-work balance to your team? Would that be okay for your team members to bring a child to the office and have her or him sit there while a parent is working? Would that be considered okay in your corporate culture and by your team members? Or is this something that shouldn't be allowed? Emotions. How allowed and how acceptable it is to talk about personal things, to talk about how tired, frustrated, happy, glad, sad, depressed you are? Or is displaying emotions something that in your team may be considered a weakness? How about respect or status? Do your team members care about positions, badges, business cards, other obvious signs of seniority and authority they can demonstrate to others externally? Or is it actually the achievement that drives them? Time. When you plan meetings, is punctuality an issue? How about following a meeting agenda? Is there an agenda at all? If there is one, are you following this agenda point by point, or are your team members jumping all over the place and, nevertheless, get things done? Past versus future. Interesting thing. Do your clients and other stakeholders, and respectively your team members, do they value legacy, traditions, experience, or market longevity in your company? Or is it the innovation, the forward-looking approach, or other future-oriented things? What matters most? How about your environment? Do you actually believe you can change, mold, shape, lead your circumstances, your market? Or, why not, even your community? Or do your team members believe that life is actually something that just happens to them and circumstances dominate in their life? Sounds fun? You bet. There are many things to talk about, and cultural dimensions are those specific views on time, space, friendship, relationships, authority, family, work, career, professionalism that each of us has internally wired. Now the question is, do we know how they work, and do we know how they combine and how to manage them to create effective teams? Want to know more? Come to us. Business conversations, cross-cultural negotiations, do's and don'ts. We'll be glad to see you. Let's have a good, practical, no-nonsense conversation about multicultural relationships. Bye.